You know that feeling, right? When you're using a translation app and it just misses the point, it gives you the words, but not the actual meaning. Well, today we're going to look at a tool that's trying to fix that, and honestly, it does a whole lot more. Let's dive into PONS Translate Pro.
So, let's just start with a really interesting question. What if your translator wasn't just a translator? What if it was also your dictionary and maybe even your own personal language tutor? Imagine a tool that doesn't just give you a quick answer, but actually helps you understand all those tricky little nuances of a language. That's the whole idea we're digging into here.
So what is this thing, really? Well, PONS Translate Pro is not your standard AI translator. Think of it more like a hybrid. It takes the lightning-fast power of AI, that neural machine translation stuff, and mashes it up with PON's own massive human-checked dictionary data. And what you get is kind of the best of both worlds. You get that instant translation, but it's backed up with real context and accuracy. So you're not just getting words, you're actually getting understanding.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool, but who is it actually for? Let's break it down. And we're going to start with students. If you're trying to learn a new language, this is designed to be way more than just a tool to, get a quick answer for your homework. It's meant to be a real learning partner, something to help you on that journey to actually speaking fluently. So, here's how it helps you learn. Instead of just getting a simple translation, you can actually build your vocabulary using the built-in dictionary. You can dig into real example sentences to see how words are actually used by native speakers. It even helps you check your own writing so you can get the grammar and the tone just right. It's all about going beyond a simple one-to-one swap and really understanding the context. And that's the stuff that makes a huge difference. All right, so what about the folks at the front of the classroom? Let's talk about teachers. How can something like this help support them and what they're trying to do every day? For teachers, this can be a real game changer. I mean, you can whip up teaching materials in different languages super quickly. You can also check your students' work and use the contextual tools to see why they might have made a certain mistake, not just that it was wrong. It's also great for helping students who are at different levels, It gives you a way to provide that extra support for those who need it to really grasp the material. Okay, we've covered students and teachers. Now for the professionals out there, the translators, the interpreters. For you, it is all about workflow, right? Speed, accuracy, efficiency. And this is where a tool like this can really help streamline everything. So just imagine this. You can get a really solid first draft of a document done almost instantly. But the real power comes next. You can create your own custom glossaries to make sure your terminology stays consistent, which is a huge deal for specialized fields. It lets you validate specific terms and just generally speeds up the whole process, so you can focus on the high-level craft of translation, not the repetitive stuff. All right, let's talk brass tacks, free versus pro. The free version is pretty handy, for a quick translation or a dictionary lookup. But if you're a serious student, a teacher, or a professional, the pro version is really where it's at. With pro, you get unlimited text, you can translate entire documents, you get those custom glossaries we just talked about, and hey, no ads. For about €8 a month, it's a pretty serious upgrade. So when you step back and look at it, a tool that really blends smart AI with solid human-curated knowledge is, well, it's pretty powerful. And it really makes you think, doesn't it? How could something like this actually change the way you learn, teach, or work with language? It's this interesting mix of new technology and deep human expertise, and that's a pretty exciting place to be.